Stampin' friends, and welcome to my channel. This is Dee Osburn, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today we're going to be making this beautiful autumn card to send to anyone. It says Happy Thoughts of You. You could send it for Thanksgiving or just for any occasion. And we are going to be using several products, and I'll show you what we're going to be using to make this card. So if you like this video as we go along, please like, share, and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment to let me know what you liked about the card. And don't forget to hit the bell so that when I upload new videos, you'll get notified. So let's see how we made this card. Let's get started. We are going to use the Fond of Autumn stamp set, and we're going to use this image and also some extra acorns, and we're going to use the die cuts and that cut out this image, which is this one, and the die cut that cuts out the acorn, and the dies are called Autumn Bouquet dies. And we're also going to use the banner die. So we're going to get a piece of soft succulent, and I'm going to cut, it's cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to put a piece of very vanilla on the inside, and I'm going to do that later, but it's a 5 1/4 by 4 piece, and you put that on the inside. Then you use your bone folder or whatever you have, and you get a nice crisp fold on your card base. Okay. Then I took a piece of the textured Chic Designer Series paper, and that is cut at, if I can pick it up, that's cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and we're going to put that down. Isn't that beautiful paper? I am so in love with this paper. I've just been using it and using it and using it. So we're going to glue that down to our card base. Just like this. Get it where we want it. Okay. And we'll put that to the side for now, and we're going to get a piece of just basic white and our stamp, the big flower stamp, and we're going to ink it up with Memento ink. Get it good and inked up. You know, you can look at it and see what's, you know, if it's inked nicely or not. Once you have it inked as nicely as you would like, then we'll stamp it down. Okay. And we'll just stamp that image down. Give it a minute for all that ink to connect with the paper in all the right places. You can even do like this just to make sure. Sometimes the photopolymers in the center, you know, they don't take as good. So there we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. And then I already stamped and colored some extra acorns. And I used, to color the acorns, and I'm going to color them on here as well, but I used a bronze stamp, Stampin' Blend, and the SU 200 tones. Okay, so we're going to color this, and then we'll continue. So since we have these out, let's go ahead and color our acorns, and I don't remember which. This is the lighter color. It's like which one is which? Yep, so there's the darker color. So I used the darker color and I colored the tops of the acorns. And I also colored the stems. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, and then I put a little bit of accent, dark accent inside the acorn, and then I colored it with the bronze. All right, now we're going to color these 3 leaves. They take the most coloring, and I'm going to start with dark pumpkin pie, and then I'm going to, let's see, go over it with dark daffodil delight and finish it off with light daffodil delight. Okay, so I'm just going to go in and mark the veins of the leaves, and I'll do this 1 leaf at a time, but I'll do the same process for all the leaves. Then I'll come back over the dark pumpkin pie with the dark daffodil delight, and I'm just going over where I did that dark pumpkin pie to kind of help that blend a little bit. And then I'll come in and I will blend it all with the light daffodil delight. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing for the other leaves. And then I'll do the last leaf. All right, now we'll color the flowers. And we're going to use dark Calypso Coral and light Calypso Coral for that. And we'll start with the dark Calypso Coral on these little dots around each of the flowers. And in the center. And then we'll do 1 petal at a time, dark, and then come back through with the light, blending the dark veins in the flower. And then I will do the inside of the flower, and I'll just go around like this and then go back a little bit more in the very center. Okay, and then I'll move on to the next flower and I'll do them all exactly the same. All right, now we are going to do the little berries, and we're going to do that also in dark and light Calypso Coral. So I'm going to put a little bit of the dark on the top and the bottom of each berry and then blend it all around. So dark Calypso Coral on the top and a little bit at the bottom. Light Calypso Coral and blend it all around. Now we can do the leaves. And the leaves I did in dark soft succulent and light soft succulent. And it's the exact same process. put a little bit on this vein, and then come back in with the light. And I do about 3 leaves at a time, just so that so the ink doesn't get totally dry, and it blends a lot better, I think, when it's a little fresher on the paper. Okay, and so now that that is done, we can move on with the rest of the things that we need to do for this card. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the die and we're going to cut this out. And so this is the cutout version of that, of our coloring. That's what it looks like when you cut it out. So then I took the banner die and I cut out a piece in Early Espresso and also a piece in Petal Pink. And I stamped Happy Thoughts of You, which is one of the sentiments, Happy Thoughts of You, and I stamped it on the banner. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use some glue dots to put this down. So let's get that. Get our glue dots. Put a bunch of glue dots on here. Glue dots will help it, you know, raise it up just a touch. I didn't want to put dimensionals on it because we're going to raise up a few of the other elements. So I thought if we put some glue dots, that'll help raise it up just a touch. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to put that almost right in the center, a little bit higher than center. Okay, and then we're going to put glue dots on the back of the Petal Pink banner because we're going to attach that to the Early Espresso. Don't stick there. To the Early Espresso banner. Okay, and then we'll pop both of those up. And then the last thing we'll do is our acorns. All right, so I have those two stuck together and I kind of offset them a little bit. And I'm going to put 3 dimensionals on there. We'll take the backs of those off. And then we're going to put this on here just like that. Maybe we'll push that over just a touch. Yeah, just like that. And then I have these acorns that I colored and cut out with the dies, and I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to snip off the stem because the stem is too long. See, it'll stick up in there and be all kind of weird, right? So we're going to cut the stem off of 3 of these. Okay, one more. Okay, we'll use this one. And then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of these. And I think they're big enough for a full dimensional. Okay, you could use a mini dimensional. But they're big enough for a full one. And we'll take the backs off. And we're going to put these on top of the acorns that are there. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we are going to put some glitter on this card, because it just is screaming at me, I want glitter. I need glitter. Okay, look at that. I love that. Okay, let's get some glitter on this. So we're gonna put our scissors away. We're gonna get out our two-way glue pen and our glitter, and we're gonna glitter this card. And we're gonna put some glitter all on the little dots around the flower, the middle of the flower, and in the center, and we're going to put it on all the little accent marks on the petals. Okay. And we're going to put it on the accent marks on all the leaves. Okay, just putting glue on the veins and the accent marks on all the leaves, every single leaf. Okay, I'm going to glitter this card all up. Okay, and then I'm going to put just a dot on all the little berries. And then I'm going to glitter the top part of the acorn. Okay. And let's sprinkle some glitter on here. Okay, and this is just fine glitter, and you can get it anywhere. You can get it at Michael's or Amazon or Hobby Lobby or, you know, any Walmart, any place that sells craft stuff. I'll leave you a link down below. All right, so now, and then I take my little brush and I brush off excess. Okay, and when it dries, it will be all glittery. Now, I think we should also have some rhinestones, okay, or some sequins or something like that. So I'm still using the sequins from the birthday organizer because I didn't use all of them up, and so I'm going to put some of those on there. So I'm going to get my take your pick tool, and I'm gonna, does that have, that one doesn't have any sticky on it, and I'm gonna get some these aren't rhinestones, they're sequins, and I'm going to put some sequins around here and there for this card. Okay, and I'm just grabbing them off and just putting them. Okay, and I'm thinking I kind of want one right there. What do you think? Is that good? I'm kind of thinking maybe one right there. All right, there we go. So there's our Fond of Autumn card with our textured chic designer series paper. I think this came out just beautiful. I love it. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope that you'll try your hand at a pretty Fond of Autumn card, or use some of this texture chic designer series paper because it is absolutely beautiful. And I do hope that you will come back and see me. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.